Alright, how's it going, everybody? Big day tomorrow, game day, championship games coming up, right? I got my predictions. This video is about my predictions for the games. Who I think is going to win, scores, stats, whatever, right? I'm going to start with the AFC. Chiefs Titans in Arrowhead in Kansas City, right? I'm taking the Titans. I'll say it again. I am taking the Tennessee Titans. Can't speak. Tennessee Titans to beat the Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead in the AFC Championship game. I'm not playing around, man. I genuinely think they can do it. I really do. They got the recipe. They got everything you need. They got the one thing you need to beat the Chiefs. Derrick Henry, man. Derrick Henry is the answer to beat the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes in Arrowhead. He's the answer. What you need to beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead, well, not just in Arrowhead, but in general, to beat the Chiefs, you have to win time of possession. That's the one thing you have to deal with. Time of possession. You have to win time of possession. Obviously, the turnover battle, blah, 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 blah. But time of possession is the key element to beating the Chiefs. The key element. The Titans are going to have to start right out the gate playing smash mouth football. Smash mouth football. They're going to have to run down their first drive of the game, whether they get the ball first or not, they're going to have to go down the field and put together like a 8-9 minute drive, like 16 plays. It's a big 12 plays, something nuts. And just run down the Chiefs' throat and wear that defense down early and just wear them down and go hard. And score touchdowns. That opening drive, score a touchdown. You cannot take field goals against this Chiefs team. You just can't. It's just something you cannot do against the Chiefs. Because as we saw last week, 3 touchdowns in 3 minutes. You kidding me? 3 touchdowns in 3 minutes of game time? You can't. That's why you can't settle for field goals. You just can't. Like in that Texans game, they had like 4th and 1 at like the 9. Like in Chiefs territory at the 9, the Texans had the ball on 4th and 1, and they kicked the field goal, bro. They kicked the field goal. And all they had to do was get a yard, and then they got a whole new set of downs. And if you don't get it, the Chiefs get the ball, and they got to go 91 yards to score. 91 yards just to score a touchdown. And I don't know why they would do that. And then obviously they scored the 3 touchdowns in the 3 minutes because the fumbles and all that blah blah blah. But the Titans can do it. Oh yeah, they can. Against that Chiefs defense, right? You don't think they can go and run down the Chiefs' throat? You're nuts. They're gonna run it down the Chiefs' throat all night long. It's gonna be hell for that defense. Derrick Henry is the king, bro. Derrick Henry is legit. I think he's the best running back in the league. Other people don't think that. I got a few friends who don't agree with me, which is fair. But I think Derrick Henry is for sure that he's inconsistent. That's why they don't think he's the best running back, which again is fair. But I mean, he sent $180 every game for the past 3 games. He's been their entire offense. Tannehill's throwing what? 10 throws a game? 15 maybe at the most? All they're doing is feeding that man, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is the answer. Derrick Henry is the answer. And then defensively, they have to get off the field on 3rd down. They need to get off the field. They need quick 3 and outs. They need to get Mahomes frustrated and uncomfortable. They have to. They have to get him uncomfortable and get off the field on 3rd down. Just get him off the field. Get him off the field quick. Get that ball back. Go on another 7, 8, 9, 10 minute drive. Right on that defense even more and just keep churning. They can do it, man. Get those Chiefs tired and frustrated because they don't have the ball. That's all you gotta do. Easier said than done, no doubt. No doubt easier said than done. That's all they gotta do. Feed that man Derrick Henry. he's gonna have. I don't think he's gonna have a buck 80 or more. I don't think he's gonna have a buck 80 plus again. Not 4 straight games. By all means, prove me wrong. By all means, prove me wrong. Derek, please go ahead, prove me wrong. But I think 160 is more realistic. I can't believe that I'm going down to 160. But I think 160 is more realistic. 160 with 3 touchdowns, maybe 4. Might throw another touchdown. Might throw for another one. You feel me? Oh man. More touchdown passes than Carson Wentz in the playoffs. Never forget. Never forget. Man, Derrick Henry's a stud, man. Derrick Henry, that dude's nuts. But obviously the Chiefs can handle. The Chiefs can hold their own. I mean, their offense. I don't remember a more star-studded offense, like, ever. That has all this talent. They're so talented offensively. Their running game is trash. Okay, it is. But I don't know if that's because they don't run the ball. I don't know if it's because they don't run the ball or if it's just bad. I mean, they got Shady. They have Shady in the backfield. They've got Shady in the backfield, and they've got Damian Williams. They've got dudes. They don't run the ball well, I guess. I think they had 15 rushing yards. Excuse me. 15 rushing yards through 3 quarters in that last game, I think. Something nuts. Or through the first half, they only had 15 rushing yards. But their offense causes so many problems. They're all so fast. You got Tyreek Hill, right? Fastest dude in the league. And then you got Sammy Watkins, who ain't that much slower. That dude is quick. He's not as fast, but that dude is quick. Don't get it twisted. That dude is quick. And then you got McCole Hardman, who I want to see him race Tyreek Hill because I think that is close. I think he is just as fast as him. I really do. Those two, I want to see them race. That kid is Tyreek Hill 2.0. He's Tyreek Hill 2.0. There's no way around it. And he can return a punt. Every punt. If you're gonna punt him the ball, he's gonna return it for 50 yards every time. If it's not a touchdown, he'll get 40 yards. It's ridiculous. That kid is nuts. But Andy Reid is just so creative with all these plays, and he uses the speed that they have to perfection. And Mahomes makes every single throw. Every single throw. And he's got a cannon. An absolute cannon. Mahomes has a cannon. Absolute cannon. Little side note, the Pelicans are beating the Clippers at the start of the 4th. But, yeah, man. Titans can do it. They really can. That Chiefs D-line is banged up. That secondary's known for being suspect. So suspect. They got Tyrann Mathieu, but who else? Breland hasn't been having a good year. Breland has not had a good year. They got Tyrann Mathieu, and that's it. Tyrann Mathieu's Honey Badger's a stud, don't get me wrong. Honey Badger is an entire stud. Don't get it twisted. But that ain't helping in the run game. Your safety ain't helping in the run game, bro. It ain't happening. But if your safety is the guy that has to tackle the running back, you're screwed, because by then he's got 5-6 yards, 7 yards. You're done. They're done. They're cooked, dude. The Chiefs are absolutely cooked. They're gonna have to score every time they get they're gonna have to score fast. They have to score fast if they want to win. They have to score, which they can do. Obviously, they can score in 2 plays. They got those 3 touchdowns in 3 minutes last week. They can score fast. They can score in a blink of an eye. That's why you can't take field goals. As soon as you start settling for field goals, the Chiefs are getting touchdowns. And they're stacking touchdowns as you're trying to get field goals. You can't settle for field goals. You have to get touchdowns when you can. You can't settle. You just can't, but I think the Titans... Man, I'm yawning. I'm yawning a lot today. Holy crap. Titans got it. For sure. Titans got it. Score-wise, I'm going... Score. I'm going 28... 21 Titans. 28-21 Titans. I think the Chiefs are going to have a slow start in the first half again, because Mahomes before that game hadn't thrown a single touchdown in the first half of a playoff game. He struggles in the first half, man, trying to like read all the defenses and figure out how they play, and he struggles in the first half of playoff games, man. He just does. And then obviously he goes in at halftime and talks to the genius of the coach of an offensive mind that he has, and a head coach in Andy Reid, who obviously one of the greatest offensive minds ever. Not an argument. Don't even try to argue that. And then they review the film and they look it over, and then they drop the game plan. They make their adjustments, and then they score 30 points in 2 seconds. Before you know it, they got 31 points in your head. It's ridiculous. They can just score so fast. They just make their adjustments and they score right away. It's just how it is. It's just how the Chiefs are. You have to understand that and get stops on third down. You have to get off the field on third down, or you're losing. You're losing. But I am going 28-21 Titans. Derrick Henry's gonna have. I think he's gonna have 3 touchdowns. Tannehill's gonna throw for 1. Yeah, that's my feeling right there. And then we got the NFC, y'all. We got the NFC. Oh, this is gonna be awkward. I'm taking the 49ers. 49ers Packers. I'm taking 49ers, man. Man, everyone's gonna be mad. Oh man, I don't see the Packers moving the ball. I really don't. I don't see the Packers moving the ball at all, man. I don't. Because Aaron Rodgers is not Aaron Rodgers of old. He's not the bad man. He's not the bad man Aaron Rodgers, as Stephen A says. He's not the bad man. Not anymore. At least, okay, maybe he is. He showed flashes of it last game. He showed flashes of it, for sure. Against Seattle, he did. He made some big throws on third down. Like, when they needed it first, he threw some dots. Absolute dots. He was looking like the bad man right there, but like, there's games where he, like, either he's the bad man or he's just can't make a throw. Like, it's not that he's bad. He's not people are saying he's having a bad year, that he's washed, whatever. 25 touchdowns, 2 picks, or no. Was it 4 picks? But they weren't even his fault. There was one that was his fault. 3 of them were off his own receivers that just didn't catch it, and they tipped it up in the air. That ain't on him. Like, Aaron Rodgers is still that dude. He's still that dude, but not the bad man. Not as much. He's going to miss some throws, and it's going to be annoying. I want the Packers to win. In my heart, I want the Packers to win. But my mind says 49ers. It does. My brain says 49ers. Because the Packers are a run-first team. They rely on Aaron Jones, who's top 5 running back in the league. They rely on him to get them going, to get them in a rhythm, to get them feeling it, right? And then they run some play action, get some throws over the middle, and then they start getting these chunk plays. And then they score, right? And like they'll hit Devontae on some weird route because he likes to run weird routes because he's that good. But the problem is, right? 49ers got first-round picks everywhere on that D-line. Everywhere. Everyone's a first-round pick. Their whole defensive line is studs. Absolute studs. And they got linebackers now. Don't think they don't got linebackers. They got linebackers who make plays. Those dudes make plays. Yo. They make plays. Oh, it's scary, bro. And it's like, oh, well, the run game's messing up, so we're just gonna throw some balls to Devontae Adams. My bad. Drawing a blank for a second. Devontae Adams, right? But guess who's on Davante Adams? Richard Sherman. Oh my god, that's going to be such a good matchup, bro. Richard Sherman is known for just shutting down a whole half of the field. His side of the field, lockdown. You ain't getting nothing through. Richard Sherman's nuts. You ain't getting nothing through. He's not going to shut down Davante Adams. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he's going to shut down Davante Adams. That's unrealistic. But he's going to contain him. He's going to contain him enough. I don't think Davante Adams gets a touchdown. Davante Adams might get yards, but I don't see him getting a touchdown. You got to remember, back in 2014, Sherman picked off Aaron Rodgers in the NFC Championship game in Seattle. And who was Rodgers throwing to in the end zone? Davante Adams. Now, Davante Adams is insanely improved. No question. But Richard Sherman is still that dude. Still that, even after the Achilles injury. He's still that dude. He's still shutting down everyone, man. Still shutting down everyone. So if the Packers are going to win, Jimmy Graham needs to play like he did last game. He needs to play like that. That Packers uniform is the Saints uniform. He's going to have to go back to prime Jimmy Graham and make some plays and make some catches and actually catch the ball with two hands for once. Not try to go one-handed in the end zone and drop it 3 times in the end zone in one game. Eagles game that happened early in the season. If he makes the big catches like he did last week and get those first downs, if he can move the if he can be there just to move the chains, at least just move the chains and keep them on the field, that's all he has to do. And another Packers receiver is gonna have to step up. Allen Lazard is a stud. I think Allen Lazard can show up. MVS is struggling, but he has the potential. Like he's fast and he's a big, fast guy, man. He can make plays. He can. He's just been struggling like the last half of the season. He's been struggling. It's just how it is. I mean, you get in a funk, but I don't know how the rest of the 49ers secondary is. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know. I'm assuming they're good. It's because the 49ers defense is so good, like just overall. Other than, yeah. I'm assuming they're good. Someone's gonna have to step there. Allen Lazard can do it. Allen Lazard is the one. I think he's the X factor offensively. I think I said it. Allen Lazard is gonna be the X factor. You heard me right. But I don't see it happening. I don't. I really don't, man. I don't see. It was 38-8 last time they played. 38-8. And that one was in California, and this one's in California. If it was in Lambeau, I'm taking the Packers, baby. If it's in Lambeau, I'm taking the Packers. Don't get it twisted. A California team, San Fran. In Lambeau Field, in January. Nah. Nah, bro. It ain't happening. The 49ers would not win that game, man. It just isn't happening. No. That home field advantage that the Packers have in Lambeau is probably unlike any other. Patriots close second, but not even close second. The Packers just have it by themselves like that. Yeah, that Lambeau Field home field advantage is nuts, but they didn't get the 1 seed. So they have to go to California again. And I think they're going to get torched. I genuinely think they're going to get torched. I don't see them moving the ball. I don't know if they're even going to score a touchdown. I think they score 1 touchdown and maybe a field goal. I can feel a field goal. Oh, and yeah, if they're going to win, if they're going to score, if they do score, like if they're going to score, field position. They have to win the field position battle tomorrow. They have to win the field position battle. But speaking of field position, J.K. Scott, the Packers' stud punter who averages like 50 yards a punt, something crazy, right? Is sick. J.K. Scott, yeah, you heard me right. J.K. Scott, sick. He's got an illness. So they might not have him. He might not be ready to go. So they might have to sign a new punter, and that hurts a lot. That is a huge blow to their special teams. That was a huge blow to field position, and like they're gonna have to get turnovers. Like I said, field position turnovers. They're gonna have to force a fumble. Jair Alexander is gonna have to get a pick. Him and Emmanuel Sanders are gonna be going at it. Jair Alexander and Emmanuel Sanders are going to be going at it all night long, and he's gonna have to shut him down. He's gonna have to force the 49ers. I mean, the 49ers are a running team, but he's gonna have to. The Packers have to make the 49ers one-dimensional. Obviously, you'd rather have them throwing the ball. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. The 49ers have studs everywhere on offense. Everywhere. They're like the Chiefs, just to a lesser degree. Because they got the 3 stud running backs. They got Breida, Mostert, and the other guy. I don't remember his name. It's probably an obvious thing that I'm missing, but. And like they got Juszczyk making that fullback who does every single thing. He's like Taysom Hill, just at fullback. They're just Kyle Shanahan is so creative with all their running schemes and everything they do, and he's such a good offensive coordinator. And Emmanuel Sanders is a baller still, man. And Deebo Samuel, dude, he's fast. Oh man. They can just do everything. They can run, pass. They got the tight end, George Kittle, obviously, to throw to on third down, to move the chains if they have to, as like a bailout, you know, like if no one, Kittle's gonna roast. I don't know how the Packers are doing against tight ends this year. I really don't. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea. But I think Kittle's gonna have a big game. Big game. I do. Kittle's gonna have a big game. I don't know if the Packers can stop them, dude. I really, really, really don't. I like the Packers defense. The Smith brothers are gonna get after Jimmy G. They saw that Jimmy G got hurt last week. He hurt his hip or his leg, something. The Smith brothers know that. Don't think they don't. Those Smith brothers know that. They know. They're gonna be going for those legs, man. They're gonna get in that backfield. They're gonna sack him a few times. They're gonna get to him. They're gonna go for those legs. But again, I don't see it happening, man. I really, 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 really don't. Let's just get to score. It's a long video. I'm going to get to score. I'm going to go 35-7. No. 35-10. 49ers win. 49ers are going to the Super Bowl. 49ers are going to be in the Super Bowl. Jimmy G might get another ring. It's going to be 49ers, Titans. That's my Super Bowl. Again, 28-21, Titans, AFC Championship game. 35-10. I want to say 7. I want to say 7 so bad, but we're going 10. 35-10, 49ers. That's it. That's how that's gonna go tomorrow. That's how it's gonna go. But that's gonna do it, guys. That's gonna do it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Make sure to share that video. And anyone who wants to see these predictions, man. I'll see you guys later.